Hey guys, welcome back to FlawlessCulture. I know it's been a while, but today I'm restoring the headlights on my Honda Civic EP3. As you know, some of these models, or even some of the European cars, suffer with oxidization on the lenses. So rather than spending £300 or £150 second-hand ones, I decided to have a go myself. I've done a bit of research on the internet. I found a method that works, so I've done one headlight. I'm going to run through how to do this headlight too. So I'll just show you now what the differences are between what I've done and what we're going to do. So I'll take you to the oxidized one. So as you can see, it's very oxidized and you can hardly get any light out of there. It was brought up on my MOT as an advisory to either replace the headlights or sort the issue out. And like I say, instead of buying new headlights, I've decided to have a go at restoring them myself rather than buying a refurbishment kit. So this is the one that I've actually refurbished. As you can see, it's got a nice shine to it. There's no corrosion or atmospheric corrosion on there. It's not yellow anymore. And now I'll run through all the bits that you need to carry out the works. So first of all, blue 3M tape to basically protect all your bumper, because you're going to be sanding your headlights. The next thing, you need three different grades of sandpaper. So start off with the 1000 grit, so that one there, and then basically build your way back up using a 2000 and then a 2500. 3000 would be a lot better, but I couldn't get hold of it, so that's what I went for. Then once you've basically taped your car up, sanded your headlights down, then you need to get yourself some Maguire's plastics, and basically that's a like a polish with a grit in. So it's got some abrasive, well, it's an abrasive compound, sorry, that helps take away the small scratches and polishes it up. So you also need a polisher as well, with a 6-inch waffle polishing pad. So when you come to put this on your headlight, you can polish it out. One thing I should have mentioned earlier is you need some water as well, because you're going to be wetting headlights down as you sand them, and it stops it from, damaging your headlights as such. And then what you'll need, because you're taking away the protective layer, or the bit that's oxidized, is you need some wax. Now I've gone for Poor Boy's natty paste. That's what I'm going to use, with a damp applicator pad and then a microfilm to take away the wax once it's set. So what I'll do now is I'll just set everything up, and then I'll record myself doing the business. Right, so what I'm going to do now is just start taping it all up. I've made sure all this is all clean, the headlight's clean. Obviously you don't want to be putting any more debris into the light, so that's all been taken care of. Sorry about my self-taping skills, by the way. Right, so as you can see, it's all taped up all the way around. Feel free to tape up a bit more if you don't trust yourself, but that's a good 2.5 to 3 inches there, so it should be fine. and if you're going to put your bonnet down, then obviously protect the top of your bonnet where it meets the light. So what I'm now going to do is I'll get the 1000 grit, and a squirter bottle. Just make sure you put them on the pad, and wet the headlight all the way around, and then just make sure that everything's still wet. If it starts sticking like that, just add a bit more water on there, and just make sure it doesn't dry out, and just keep good pressure onto the headlight. You'll start to see all the oxidization. It's all like a creamy colour. Just keep it in the same motion so you're not ending up with crisscrosses everywhere. Keep it flat at the bottom, and again, don't be doing it with a couple of fingers. Make sure you've got your palm on there so you've got plenty of even pressure. Right, I'll keep sanding this, and then the next one I'll be on a 2000 grit. Well, that's the first sanding down, so that's your 1000 grit. As you can see, it all, well, the water coming off there and the muck is all fairly clear. That's where it looks like a creamy colour when you start rubbing down. Yeah, doesn't look very very nice when you start wiping it off and you see what you've done to your headlight, but you know, bear with it and it does get better. So clean it up there. That's basically what you're left with, and then we'll move on to the 2000 grit. Right, so I quickly went over it once again with the 1000 grit because I wasn't happy. There's a bit around here that I'd missed, so it's really important that everything is all level. Run your hand across it with a clean hand, that is. Just make sure there's nothing else. You can't feel any, you know, any deep scratches or any of the corrosion. That feels pretty good to me. So what I'll do now is crack on with 2000 grit. I don't know if you can see that. So give the new piece of sandpaper a wet the headlight, and same again. Like I say, very important that you keep an even pressure on the piece of sandpaper. Just keep it in one direction, starting from the bottom, or starting from the top, moving to the bottom, that type of thing. This should hopefully then start taking out some of the deep scratches by the 1000 grit. So I'll finish this off and then I'll show you the results. Right, so that's the 2000 grit finished with. One thing that you'll probably notice throughout the video is that I haven't done the nib here. That's purely because it's quite hard to do, and another thing I noticed is that it was okay. The corrosion around here was fine. Sorry, around here. So it's only the main headlight itself. I'll move on to the 2500 grit now. And this should finish it up. So again, wetting the sandpaper there, give the headlight a good wipe. It's better, and it should just glide over now. Again, just making sure that there's enough water on there, so that let the sandpaper do its work. Right, I'll just finish this up and then I'll show you the result. Right, so this is the end result. If you just run your hand across it, it should feel all smooth. You're probably at this point thinking, you know, what have I done? But, you know, bear with it, because we are going to polish this out with the plastics. So I'll just quickly show you with the camera a bit closer. There you go. Like I say, it should feel really smooth. Should be all even across, all the way around. Right, so what I'm going to do now is get the plastics and the polisher. And this does take a couple of passes. You probably need to go about four goes. So what I did was put a bit onto the pad itself, and a bit onto the headlight. Get it all rubbed in. I've got the speed on this on the highest. I don't know if that's right or not, but it's what worked with me. Turn it on. First pass, just make sure that you've got plenty of this on so that you're not potentially damaging the pad and the headlight itself. Again, just get it in everywhere, nice and firmly pressed down. Right, that's the second pass, and I'm pretty impressed with that already. I think I'll do a couple more on there, just to make sure that all the minor scratches are out, or as best as I can. Right, I'll do 2 more passes and then I'll show you the result. Right, so I actually only went over it one more time because I'm really impressed with the results. When you do it yourself, you might think, oh, I need another, you know, I need to go over it again, or maybe another 2 goes. I don't know, but yeah, between 3 and 4 goes, you know, you should have the headlight like this. And again, this one was 4 passes with the polisher, and this one has been 3. One thing to tell you as well is it's pretty messy, so you get quite a bit of dust from the polishing, and obviously when you're putting your polish on, just make sure that it's not spinning, because you'll end up with it everywhere. Right, so I'm now going to get the poor boy's wax and apply that. Right, so the applicator itself, this has been cleaned by the way, the applicator has to be damp. And then just get your wax or whatever product you use. And just buff up and cover all of your headlight. Okay, so now you've lost all the original protection, you need to make sure that your headlights are waxed on a regular basis. And then we'll leave that to set, haze over, now buff it off, we'll show you the end result, and then that's you done. So there we have it, all finished, polished up. I apologise for the light, but as you can see, all the corrosion, all the scratches have gone in the headlight. There's still some tiny little scratches, but other than that, you know, they're pretty hard to get out anyway. You probably have to do about 10 passes maybe, I don't know, try and get them out. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, so don't forget to give us a like and thumbs up, and I hope this saves you money like it saved me, rather than paying £300 for some brand new headlights. Probably half an hour each side, if that. It's cost me probably about £30 in bits, you know, with the I bought the polish, the natty Poor Boys polish. This was £15. The pads for the detailer, I borrowed the detailer from a friend, and then a squirty bottle which was £2 with a bit of water. The rest of the kit I had kicking about anyway. So again, like I say, hope you enjoyed this video, and if you've got any questions, feel free to comment below. Peace out.